Hi, I'm Christy Whitman, Master Certified Law of Attraction Coach and the founder of the Quantum Success Coaching Academy, which to date has trained and certified thousands of successful coaches worldwide. Coaching is an extremely rewarding profession on so many levels, and it's also one of the fastest growing industries in the world. Through the sequence of short videos, I'm going to teach you the key fundamentals that you need to know to get started as a coach and to create a fun and thriving coaching practice that's in perfect alignment with who you are, what you value, and what you most want to contribute to others. When it comes to life coaching, I have a very unique vantage point because I've worked in literally every capacity with this expansive field. I started out coaching part-time, and then after my private practice had grown as big as it could in that form, I began training other coaches to create successful businesses for themselves. In the 10 or so years since I founded the Quantum Success Coaching Academy, I've trained and certified over 3,000 coaches all over the world. One of the programs I developed along the way is something I call Where Are They Now?, which tracks the success of each of the individuals who I've trained. So it's fair to say that I've experienced in the ins and outs of this profession from hundreds of different vantage points and perspectives. And from this collective experience, I've come to understand that the growth of every business, whether a coaching practice or any other venture, unfolds in 4 logical, consequential, predictable phases. In this short video clip, I'll walk you through each phase that you'll likely experience on your way to building a thriving coaching practice. I think it's really important that you understand this natural unfolding, not only so that you have a realistic idea of what to expect if you decide to take this path, but also because each phase builds upon one that came before it. As I briefly describe each phase of growth, it might be helpful to remember that every act of creation, whether we're talking about the blossoming of a plant or a gestation of a human being, mirrors these natural, predictable phases in the process of its becoming. So the first stage is preparation. And the most important thing to consider in this phase of growth is making sure that you receive the highest quality of training in a coaching ideology that has a track record of producing reliable results. In a previous video clip, I went over in detail the various criteria to look for when it's time to actually choose a training program. But in short, you want to make sure that the program you choose is the philosophy that you want to feel, that you feel is in agreement with your own, and that the technology being offered is both up to date and easy to implement. Your training is the foundation on top of which all of your future successes will be built. It should equip you with both the skill set and the sensitivities to successfully lead a client through a succession of coaching calls, and to know what processes to use in which situations. A truly exceptional training program doesn't just teach you about coaching, it provides ample opportunities to coach others and to get plenty of feedback on your coaching. This is where the saying, practice makes perfect, definitely applies. Once you've received your training and have a little experience under your belt, it's then time to declare, first to yourself and then to everyone you know, that you're a coach. So we could call this phase of your becoming as the phase where you hang your shingle, so to speak. This represents a giant step forward in your development as a coach, because as you make this declaration to yourself and come to think of yourself as someone who has already realized the success you desire, you allow an internal momentum of passion and excitement to build within you that's not only life-giving to you, but can also be felt by everyone who might benefit from working with you. When you share with certainty about the fabulous results that you and others have created, people can see the fire in your eyes and hear the conviction in your voice, and this is powerfully magnetic. Your happiness, your success, and your belief in the coaching model that you provide are the keys to your continued success. At this stage, I always recommend to my new coaches that they put into place some kind of structure of ongoing and regular support, because in the process of hanging your shingle and putting yourself out there, it's likely that you will encounter doubts and fears about the value that you have to offer. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's that nagging internal dialogue that asks you things like, who am I to be doing this? And if left unattended, that voice may stop you dead in your tracks. In those moments, the support of a coach or a mentor is there to remind you of your bigger vision and the reasons that you were called to do this work in the first place. The third phase of growth is what I call speeding the momentum, and it comes about as a natural result of putting your new skills to use and proving to yourself that what you have to offer is in fact of great value. You're achieving measurable results with your clients, and as a result, you have the confidence of knowing what to say in conversations with potential clients and the certainty that what you have to offer can benefit them. The success you're achieving with clients is leading to referrals, which in turn leads to your feeling even greater success. This kind of positive momentum is kind of like a spiral upward. The only thing to be mindful of in this phase is giving into the idea that in order to keep the positive momentum going, you have to continue doing things exactly as you've been doing. In truth, the exact opposite is true. The successes you've created so far are a result of your commitment to expanding yourself and your abilities, both personally and professionally. The more traction your coaching practice gains, the more important it is to reassess your strategy and to make adjustments where needed. And this brings us to the fourth and final phase of growing, which is pruning. In the same way that it's important to continue to expand your vision of your ideal client base and coaching practice, it's also essential to pay attention to signs that its growth is being slowed because you're investing energy in things that are no longer yielding a return. Everything in life is always in a process of becoming more, and your coaching practice is no different. So it's necessary to periodically reevaluate what you're doing and how you're doing it. And sometimes the best way to support your expansion is by making a conscious decision to change your course or cut back. Releasing that which is no longer a match to our continued success is an integral part of a healthy growth, and yet most humans resist this natural process. We view letting go as a loss, so we cling to the older rather than release it to embrace what's next. We hold on to the old friendships that no longer serve us because we fear that no one else will be drawn in to fill that void. We stay in relationships that no longer fulfill us because we're afraid of speaking our truth. We even stay at jobs that are not serving us and don't pay us for the value that we bring because we're afraid of stepping into the unknown. But if you look anywhere in nature, you'll see that the releasing the old is as natural as taking a breath out. Cutting back on what's not serving acts as a catalyst for new growth. The more you prune back the old, the more resources you free up to put towards aspects of your coaching practice that are fresh and life-giving. By understanding these 4 predictable stages that your coaching practice will undergo, you can surrender to the process because you'll have the confidence that comes from knowing where you are all along this continuum. I've known many people who are really great coaches, but allowed their ambitions to get derailed by the notions that they should be able to go directly from point A to point Z. And when you can see the natural process of becoming that's occurring at each phase, you can relax and enjoy the journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions about the information covered in this video, so please write to me in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues. And to get even more coaching tips and insights, subscribe to this channel and we'll keep you posted as soon as we publish something new.
I can have it all. Can have it all. I can have it all. I can have it all.